Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I am going to be working with one of my favorite kits of all time, one of my favorite things to work with, and that is what you guys see on screen. It comes with these two circles. I just need one for what I'm doing today, and I did use, there's a third one, but I did use it on a different project, which is, how it's meant to be, is just to pick and choose the pieces you need. Just a maroon circle. And then I did print everything on 110-pound cardstock, kind of a lighter weight cardstock. And then here's the actual pocket. Really beautiful, kind of just this gorgeous, gorgeous look. This is kind of how it typically works. You'll just fold in the sides and you can open it up, put this card on the inside or use that card for something else. Super versatile and up to you on how you want to use it. This specific template is actually from our newest kit that was released this month, June 2025, called Rosewood Estate. And my favorite thing about this kit is the deep and bright colors. It is so summery, colorful, and just perfect, perfect, perfect if you like that bright look and want a fun kit to play with. So if you do want the supplies that I am using today, those specific exact ones, then there's two ways you can get it. You can either subscribe or purchase the kit with no subscription, and I'll have all that information linked in the description of this video for you guys. Now, let's get into the actual video, the tutorial. So today I will be showing you guys 3 different ways that you can use this circle pocket. So this first way is going to be to simply just do the classic fold in, and then you're going to secure it with a piece of ephemera. You could add a different piece of ephemera that's not these circles, like a fussy cut. I've done that before, a tidbit, it's really cute. You can also add eyelets. You can switch the order here and add, you can just find the best color combo. It's just the very simplest way. And then you can use this circle pocket and tuck it into a different pocket. You can glue it down onto the page, anything like that. But you would glue down the circle right there and secure it with either eyelet, string, Velcro, magnet, whatever works best for you. Totally up to you on that. And some of these ideas are a little layered, so even though this still is idea number 1, I want to show you guys one cool thing that you could do. If you have some string, I'd recommend it's pretty thin string, and you would glue the string under like that onto a journal page. And essentially, to keep the pocket closed, you could tie a little bow or a knot just over that. And then when you want to open it, you could just untie it, and then everything would open up to be this really beautiful pocket. So that is kind of an idea within an idea. I have these really cool little magnets that I just ordered off Amazon, and they're pretty thin, and they work wonderfully for things like this and make your journal seriously feel like such high quality. So if you just search like tiny magnets on Google or Amazon or wherever you can find your craft supplies, then I really recommend getting some of these. It would just make it'd just be another fun thing to do, and again, it makes it feel extremely high quality. Anyways, so that just sums up our first idea, the basic idea of simply just folding all of the flaps inwards and securing it in some type of way. Let's move on to idea number 2. This idea is a fun one, and so I'm actually going to grab this little notebook that I have to kind of just demonstrate where you're going to be putting it on the page and what it's going to look like. So grab your circle pocket and you can kind of orient it however you would like. I kind of want to do mine like this. And in addition, you can decide if you want this side showing or the back side showing. It's totally up to you. Just kind of where you want the flaps going. So I'd actually probably go with putting mine with that pretty side down, because we are going to be folding in 3 of the 4 sides to create an envelope pocket type of a look. So here's kind of what mine is looking like. What you would do in this scenario is glue down those 3 sides and then glue that little fussy cut or circle on top. And in addition, you would also only glue down that top flap, so it could become a little bit of a flip flap. Or you could glue the entire thing down onto your journal page, and let me kind of just show you for an example. Then you could tuck these adorable tags in. If you're going to do tall tags like this, it's not going to work as a flip flap because the tag would get in the way, but it is really cute, and it totally resembles kind of an envelope, but not a basic envelope, something that's a little bit different and unique, and it's really, really cute. Tons of room to put tags or ephemera or photos, whatever you would like, into this specific pocket. It's really great. I absolutely love it. And that is kind of the second idea. One kind of cool variation that you could do with this idea is you could, if you did glue down that top flap and had it be a little bit of a flip flap, like I just showed, then you could put something cute underneath. So for example, I have this tag pocket type of a thing, and you could just glue that underneath and just have something else under there. I just grabbed something random off screen, but just an idea that if you want a page with a lot of interesting elements and variation, there's so much that you could do with the flip flap method. So that's just one fun idea. And now I think we can move on to our last and third idea. And I'm actually going to do this idea. I only printed out one of these, so that's why I didn't actually complete all of the ideas, but just kind of showed them to you. For this last one, it's a really fun idea and one I've wanted to try. So I'm going to actually show you what I'm going to do. For this idea, I'm going to start off kind of like the last idea, and I'm going to be putting down the pretty side, I guess, on to facing down so that I can fold two sides in and leave two sides up. I can also flip it and do it so that these are the two sides in, just whatever you think looks best. So I'm going to go, I think, with the darker side actually. Really quickly, I will just show you kind of a rundown of what's going to be happening. So I'm going to actually end up gluing down this entire thing other than the two flaps I've already folded in. I'm going to add a fussy cut on front, and then I'm going to add a tag of some sort on the inside, and I could do a tall tag, I could do that small tag, either way. So I actually chose this really cute fussy cut to go on the front of mine. It's actually made up of stickers. I just got some stickers and put them on a paper and created this really cute collage. And then I think I'm going to go with this square on the inside rather than this tag. Now for this circle, I have a really fun idea planned. It's kind of a fun twist. If you have a circle, then you can do this idea. I simply folded my circle in half, and then I inked it and cut it in half. The way this ends up looking is super cute, so stick with me here. But after I cut them in half, I actually am going to use them almost as like mini pockets or tuck spots, I guess is the best thing to call them. And I glued them kind of about where I'm showing you here. But I did make sure to just glue a very small little portion of the pocket so that it can have lots of room to have something get tucked underneath. And I did that on the top and the bottom. And you guys, it's coming together. I think visually this is just very appealing and gorgeous. So after I got those little circles glued on, I wanted to add some extra embellishments to really finish this project off. So I added on these little numbers that were meant for a different project, but they are in the Rosewood Estate kit. So I added those on. I don't know, something about just using circles in this project just felt right. I've used a lot of circles, and I think it is really, really cute. And for example, let me show you kind of how these tuck spots work. What I put in kind of depends on the type of journal page I have and the size of it. So I'm not going to decide yet, but I did want to show you guys kind of how that works. As for this little square in the middle, I wanted an easier way to grab it because it is quite tucked in there. So I just added this little tab on top, and then of course I had to add an eyelet to finish off that look, and it is super cute. It's simple, but it's super cute. Like, that is just kind of my way of things. So I love that, and now it's a little bit easier to grab. Anyways, that is actually the completed look, and I've never done anything like this before. I'm really loving it, and it makes me want to do more things like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want the exact same kit that I used, it's called Rosewood Estate. We hand design it, and it is available on Etsy, on our website, www.pinkmonarchprints.com, or you can become a subscriber during the month of June only if you want this exact kit. But yeah, we just have a lot of fun over there. We have lots of tutorials, ideas, inspiration, a Facebook group, freebies. It's just a really good time if you want to join that subscription. There's a lot of benefits other than just getting this kit at the best price. Again, thank you guys for watching. I'll have everything I can think of linked in the description of this video for you guys if you want any of the resources I have mentioned. You guys are wonderful. Have a great day, and we will see you in our next video. Goodbye.